think, man. It's old bitch.
So you could read me the comments. I don't know which ones to do. I'm going to do that one. I might do that one first.
I was going to say you've got one person to watch it, but I think it's you that's watching it. Oh, you've got someone watching.
Just put a shiny top coat on this one. Hi!
I'm not sure if it's dad or not.
Don't know. Just wait a minute. Just wait for some people to join. Press the like or heart button if you're there. I'm just waiting to see if a few more want to join before I start. They go away. How is everyone tonight? Oh, thank you for the heart. Okay. Everybody chose for me to do some Halloween, so I'll do a few. Not my easiest topic to try and do, but I will do my best for you. So I'll start off with this one. And we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got a black tip.
Joe said hi.
Hi Joe. I've got a black tip already done. Oh, it's still a bit sticky with some top coat, shiny top coat, and I'm going to be using a red and a purple chrome, and I think I got these from Angie Bond. So we'll do that first. In that one I did purple and blue, but I think I'll do a purple and red one this time, just to change it up. Okay, so you can use an applicator. You can use
evening.
Hi Julie. You can use an applicator. You can use like a eyeshadow applicator to put chrome on. I use my fingers. So, and I always have some wipes on hand to wipe. I just prefer to use my fingers. So, just rub it in. Then we just overlap them a bit. See, you get sort of like an ombre, if you can see that. Daisy, can you zoom in on that for me, please? So it's just a tad closer so they can see.
Is that close enough?
I don't know, I'm waiting for it to show on that one. No, a bit more, please. Okay, so, and then I use, I put a matte, actually I'm lying. I'm going to use some green glitter polish
Sorry, I got it.
Nope, that's not it. Just trying to find it. Oh, here we go. So I'm using a green glitter polish from Jules. It's from the glitter range. And the reason I've opted for this is because it's got chunky bits in it. And get a brush. And basically, oh, by the way, I'm using the back of a blue tack thing for my palette. I tend to use whatever's at hand. And I'm just going to put some of this green over the top, just like that. Okay, I'll just give that a quick cure.
So close.
And I tend to use a baby wipe just to wipe my brushes onto. Put that over there, out the way. Hi Claire. I hate seeing my own work, me watching myself back. My hands are so chubby. Okay, and then I'm going to matte top coat it. Chrome ombres are really good effects. Ombre, it looks so expensive and so difficult, like complicated. Customers love it, but it's one of the easiest ombres to do, I think. What does that say, Michelle?
Hi Mel, hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. A bit better than last week. So back to work tomorrow. Okay, so next bit, I'm going to use some, you can use gel polish, but I'm using gel art paints, and I'll show you the brand that I'm using. Hang on. I'm using Alexa's ones. Okay, so these are the ones that I'm using, but I have a palette that I use upside down, so I've had to write top on the bottom so I don't tip it up, and I use it as a paint palette. That way you're not wasting. Okay, so we want to do a moon. Can they see?
Yeah.
Going to have to excuse my shaking tonight because where I've been super poorly, it's left me shaking. You could use a dotting tool. It's up to you. Sometimes I use a dotting tool and sometimes I'll just paint it with my brush.
You what 12? You'll be watching.
Okay, so there's my moon. It's not quite round, but hey ho. Sometimes the moon doesn't look totally round anyhow, so we can get away with that. Okay, so then with my sponge, I've just got like a makeup sponge thing. Okay, because the moon, when you look at it, has got shadows and stuff. So, and literally, I just do the middle, and I just take some of that off, like that. And if you're not quite happy, you can go back and add some bits, but it just gives off a shadowed moon. Okay, I'm just going to cure that, flash cure What does Joe say?
What size brush do you use, Mel, and where can I get a good one from, please?
Right, so I bought these. I haven't got the link for them. Let me find the lids so you can see what they look like. So so they look like this. Something Harvey advertised them. And they come up like that, and they're double-ended. And so you get all different ones, which are good. And I've also got this one from SBD, this striping brush. Absolutely amazing. Love this brush. So, yeah. What's the lady that's something Harvey on Facebook? She sells stuff and...
This person said hello. Bling, bling.
Oh, hi. Okay, so next I'm going to do my bats. And I go to my black. So you do the same shape as you would a bird. And then, because bats have got the little bits, I do sort of little triangles underneath to create the back effect. Obviously I'm working a tad slower so you can all see, but it's quite easy, quick to do. I'm just going to make that a bit thicker. And then what you do is you create a body in the middle. And don't forget the little ears. Okay.
Joe
Just
asked
gonna
where
flash.
did you get the striping brush, please? Apologies, I didn't hear you.
What, the purple one? Yeah. SBD, Louise McGuinness. She does a range of different brushes now. And this is a new one in that she's just got in, and I absolutely love it.
Bling Bling Boo Kelly said it is Harvey's Nails.
Harvey's Nails, that's it. That's who recommended these brushes. And because they're double-ended, there's two brushes in one, so which is ideal. I have bought other ones in the past, cheap ones. These weren't expensive either, but yeah, they're not that good. They sort of fan and bend when they're not supposed to, so which I don't want. Okay, so I'm going to do another bat here. I think I need new glasses because the glare's not working. That's all right. And then we put the body in. And the little ears. Alright, I'm just going to flash cure that. I always flash cure, so it's not fully cured, but it stops me smudging. You know, and if you've got customers that move their fingers about a bit, it stops it ruining the whole. Am I in shot?
Yeah.
Okay, half a bat.
The Bling Bling Boo Kelly said I'm going to try nail chemi brushes.
Nalchemy.
Nalchemy brush, yeah. Can't read them.
I've not used their brushes, so I can't comment on those. I've never used Nalchemy, so I can't comment. I've heard good reviews about them, so I think it's the cheap ones from eBay and stuff. They're the ones that don't tend to be very good. If you're buying from sort of people that buy and sell nail products, they tend to be slightly better. Okay, so I'm going to put a cross in here. Could you just zoom it in just a bit more because it's not very clear? Sorry.
It's fine. Make sure that it can sit on there. Like Kelly put my spelling low. This doesn't mean I can't read.
And I think what I might do is I might just put half of a stone, you know. Okay, Flash Cure, wipe my brush.
Apparently they look amazing.
Thanks. Right, so what I'm going to do, you don't have to, but I just get a tiny little bit, and I mean it is just tiny amount. And I'm going to just put a little bit of outline here and there. So when you top coat, it pops, if that makes sense. Just tiny little bits, literally. So it's practically not on the brush.
Good.
And it is just there but not. Right, cure that. We give that a 30-second cure, and then I'll top coat it.
That's good. That's good one.
Right, so next, let me get another one start. So I think what I might do is I might do the mummy one, okay?
Someone said they might have to watch this back because they missed some.
That's okay. That's you know, it's, you can watch it any time. But I'm just going to cut the end of this one. Okay, so mummy. So I'm going to be using my long striping brush.
Like Kelly lady said, I'm going to try this design. It looks cool.
It's different. So mummy, remember when it's mummies, no exact lines.
Joe said, do you do tube me?
Do I do what?
Tube me?
What's tube me when it's at home?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Obviously not then.
If someone could tell me what it is. Okay, so I'm creating a bit for where the eyes go. And then we just do random lines.
I think she means YouTube.
I do. Okay, so all my lives that I do, I put on the Pages YouTube and my own. What I'll do is, when I post a picture at the end of all the ones that I've done tonight, I'll put the links in for both, so you can all go on there.
Joe said you did a brilliant set of green eyes.
Okay, I can do them next. Really easy. I'd had nearly a week off and I was going a bit stir crazy. So I started sitting there doing some nap practice. Just random lines. That's all I ever do.
Where are you from, Mum?
Right, so I was born in Hillingdon, Middlesex, but I live in Hastings now. Okay, I'm just going to give that a flash cure. So that's the finished product of that one.
Wait, bring it in a bit, can't see. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the finished product of that. The only thing I forgot to do, I normally put a bit of glitter. I could do that now, actually. Let me just put my other brush down. Let me pick another one up. Right, so I've got these glitter top coats from SBD. Amazing. Do so much with them. So what I do is I use them for nail art as well as just top coats. So what we do is just to give the moon a bit of a glow.
Claire Handsome, but I haven't not been able to practice all today, Mel. I've been in so much pain. I hate being so far away from you all.
Oh, hope you feel better soon, darling. Yeah, do you know what? I think if the doctor found out that I was working again, they'd go mad at me. But I'm not very good at being a patient and not working. So I'll go ahead. Right, so I carry on with my lines. Remember, it's a mummy, so it doesn't have to be precise. I think the more it looks a bit dodgy, the more authentic it looks, if that makes sense. Obviously, you wouldn't move your customers' fingers round and round like that, but when it's a tip, you can. I get myself into all sorts of funny positions when I'm doing customers' nails. They do laugh at me. Okay, let's flash cure that. Right, I'm just going to use another brush to paint the black. Okay, so there's that one finished again. And I've put a bit of that glitter in the moon, so it looks like it's shiny, if that makes sense. So that's that one done. I'll put them two over there. Okay. So this brush I'm using, I can't even pronounce it. It's by Alexa. So I can't pronounce it. Can you see it?
Wait, bring it down a bit.
Begins with a Z. So if anyone can pronounce it, that's great. I can't. And I'm just going to colour in this black bit.
I wish I was good at doing this.
I can teach you. This is my daughter,
Hey.
Daisy. She does beauty. She's not really into nails so much as me.
Not as good as you, Mum.
It's not that, it's just practice. Right, I'm just going to cure that so I can paint it again. They want the green eyed ones next.
Very snazzy. I do like them.
They're really good.
I need
What do you need to?
I found it, it's alright. Okay, give that another black.
Who knows what I want for
Okay, give that a cure. Wipe my brush. I always wipe my brushes as I go, because if you've got any light coming into the room whatsoever, it's going to cure. So I always have a baby wipe, and I'll just give it a quick wipe. I found if you use isopropyl alcohol or anything like that, it ruins the brushes. Using the baby wipe doesn't. Baby wipes are my best friend. Okay. So white. So I'm using a dotting tool, quite a fat one. I'm doing 2 eyes. Cure that. Wipe. I'm a real stickler.
Probably hear me itching.
Sorry.
Probably hear me itching. Itching like cream.
But while I'm waiting for that to cure, I could probably start the eye ones. What did I do with them?
Yeah, sorry, I was taking
So these ones. You see?
Yeah.
These are the most simplest ones to do. Okay. So get my bit of blue tack paper, and I'm using SBD's 5D Cat's Eye. Okay. And it's a green one I'm using. You could, you know, if you've got other metallic reds or something, you could use that. But I just thought these cat's eyes make them, they're cat's eyes. So they work really well. So normally you would have 2 together. And so I'm using the cat's eye polish, and I'm drawing the shape of an eye. Okay.
You nearly have 1,000 likes on your page.
Alright, so then, wipe my brush, get my magnet. Okay, I've just got one of these little magnets. And so I do it from this way, and I do it from that way, and that way. I think I'm just going to put a bit more on. I'm not very happy with that. Okay. Okay, cure that. Okay, I'm back to this one. So I'm going to put my black dots in. So what I find with these is if you do them so they look funky and not just normal straight. So I'm going to do one up here. I don't know, it just adds character to it. And one down here. If you see, it just adds character. So we're just waiting for those other ones. That cat's eye one to finish. Okay, so then what we do is we get the black, and we're sort of like going right from the outside down into like a slit, just like that. But it's got to go onto the black past the eye, if that makes sense. Let me just cure that.
I put this on my Snapchat story, and I had loads of people commented that they're really good, even boys.
Those eye ones are the simplest ones to do, but they're really eye-catching. especially if you use like a cat's eye for the polish. You could put a bit of yellow and green or something, or orange and red together. So they sort of blend in together. That would look cool too. Okay, and then I just get a bit of white and we put a dot in somewhere. Just like that. Okay, finished curing that. This top coat. I have got a glow in the dark one, top coat, but I'm not sure if it's very good, if it works or not, because I never seem to look at things in the dark. But what it does do, it is a good matte top coat as well, so. And I just top coat them. Okay. So next one, I think we'll do one of these next, so I can show you how I did these bits. Okay, so let's get another black tip. My daughter kindly painted my tips for me, bless her.
Still not good enough.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is get some white, and you put it roughly where you want it. You're not creating any straight lines or anything because we're going to dab it. So I tend to work in opposite corners. And I've got one of these. You could use a sponge, it doesn't matter. And then I just dab. If you've got a bit too much, and we're just dabbing. I think there's just a tad too much there. My handy baby wipes. Okay. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to cure that. Okay, that's the finished product. So it's still sticky. Okay, so cat's eye, I'm going to put a matte top coat on. And once you put the top coat on, it just brings it to life. It really highlights, if you can see. So we'll cure that. Okay, so I've got Alexa's paint again, and it's a silver this time. And then what I do is I get a bit of silver and put a couple of dobs. Very technical terms. Use my my sponge thing, and we just go like that. You see? I don't know, I just really like the effect. Do my pot up. Anybody else been doing any Halloween nails? No? Okay. Okay, so then I'm going to do, I'm a bit too shaky to do pentagram tonight, so I'm just going to do the moon. So we're doing sort of a half moon. Just create a sort of semicircle, banana-y shape. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to get my sponge. So I'm going to use the corner of this sponge because I've got more control. And we just tap away to give you that half a shape moon.
Oh, it's all good.
I love the way my daughter's so surprised. Such confidence in her mother. Okay, let me just clean that.
I'm your number one fan.
Okay, one cat eye. Or monster eye, whatever you want to call it.
Looks well good.
You could put a bit of white around the eye if you wanted. But that's... Put that over there.
That one's glossy, that one.
Yeah, I've done one matte. Which do you prefer?
I think glossy.
Glossy.
I can't even see it. Yeah, I prefer the glossy one. That's good better than that one.
I could do it glossy.
No. I think it's still well.
Let me ponce. I like poncing. Hang on, I've just got a bit of white. And there.
Oh, what's this?
Oh. So I'm putting it on and taking it off. Okay, let's do that.
Oh, people have been saying things, but it's just uploaded.
Okay.
Someone put such a lovely effect, looks like nighttime clouds.
It does. I like it. Right, so you could leave it, you know, you could leave your moon like that, or we could put that top coat on again.
That looks good. Paula, I have just doing some now.
Yeah.
Joe said, yeah, I had a go at a set of Halloween, but too embarrassed to show them.
Oh, you should never be too embarrassed. Show us. I'm sure they're perfectly fine.
That looks so good, Mel. I will have to rewatch as I miss the eye, Paula said.
Okay. Right, so on this one, I thought I'd just give the moon a bit of a glitter.
That's so cool.
So that those top coats aren't just for top coats. They are amazing for nail art. And I just can't get enough of them.
Oh, that looks good, doesn't it?
Right, let me just put a shiny top coat. Daisy didn't like it matte. So we'll put a shiny on over the top.
It did look good, Matt. I just put a
Okay.
shine. That was so good.
Put that in. Right, what one? I think I might do one of these ones. I'll do the tree one.
Very good.
Tree one white. Okay, while we're waiting for those to cure, I'll carry on. Otherwise we'll be sitting here all night and you might get a bit bored of me. Okay, so black. Leave that like that for a minute. And then maybe I should use a thicker brush. That brush is not quite thick enough. Let's use that brush. And then we paint across the top. Again, you're not worrying about tidiness because we're going to sponge. Just like that. Okay, and we just get my sponge and work my way down. And I think the less it looks perfect, the better effect you get.
Joe, how long have you been doing nails? You're really good at nail art.
Really, I don't see myself as good. I've been doing nails about 9 years.
Good, look at that, Mum. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, 9 years. There's so much more I want to learn. But of course, courses cost money, and I just, I have to balance it up sometimes. Food, courses. Sometimes the food wins, sometimes the courses win.
I'm alright starving for a week, Mum.
I'm addicted to learning new techniques. I absolutely love it. And then when you learn a new technique, you can adapt it to how you want to use it. And so you then create another new technique with a technique that you've just learnt, which is really good. Okay, my cat's eye finished. Better, Daisy?
Very good, Mum.
Okie doke. And I'm just gonna...
I might have that there. That looks so good.
I'm putting a matte top coat on this because I think sometimes when you put a matte top coat on over anything glittery, it's sort of, you can see it's trying to be glittery. It just gives it a different effect. Okay. Put that in. It's all about curing. Okay. So do I need any more? I could just put a bit more in here. And just...
Yeah, Joe said me too, but like you say, the cost of learning. So I tend to try and pick up ideas from YouTube.
I do the same. You're not on your own. So what I want to do, because obviously the bottom part is going to be... That's my husband yawning in the background. Grassy. Okay. So we want to just do some nice fine lines coming out of the misty bit. To be fair, I think if you watch what I would call ordinary art YouTube videos, not necessarily just nail art, you learn a lot there too.
Paula, but I hated art school and wasn't very good. Along came nails a year ago and I found a new love for nail art. I'm not great but love learning.
Do you know what? I did do art at school. I won't say I was amazing at it, but I enjoyed it. And then about 8 years ago, maybe a bit longer, I thought to myself I might start trying to do my own nails because I couldn't find anyone to do them. And that brought me back in touch with doing art. And I absolutely love it. So yes, I'm not doing traditional art, as in painting on canvases and all that kind of thing, but doing nails instead. It lets me be creative, imaginative, and I love it. What is Lee saying?
Huh?
What's that saying?
Don't know.
Okay, so we
Something
flash.
rubbish.
Yeah, we flash cured that. So trees are really easy. I'm just trying to find my brush. I'll put things down. Okay, so trees are really easy. So what you're doing is you create a line up. So these are your main branches. And if you go from the bottom every time, you create your trunk. Okay, so we could do with something there. And then what we do, we start doing little branches coming off. And it doesn't matter if they overlap one another, because trees do that. And trees tend not to have straight branches, so try not to do them too straight. See, when I'm concentrating, I've got a habit of forgetting to talk, so do shout me if I forget. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. It's just wiggly lines, that's all you're doing. Wiggly lines. Nothing major. Let's just wipe this. Okay. Is that finished one?
That's good.
There we go. See, she sounds so surprised. I'm going to show you a couple with... Daisy, can you paint me one with grey?
Okay.
Please. I'll take them off there.
Okay.
Okay. I need a grey one just because it looks good with grey. Okay, so then I'm going to do a hangman's noose because, you know.
What nail brushes do you use? Paula asked.
What was that name that somebody said? Something Harvey?
Harvey's nails.
Harvey Nails recommended them, so she did have a link up, so maybe. So a nice wiggly line. With a circle. Not the best of circles. Damn shakes. I'm sure I'd be much better if I didn't shake. Okay. And then, because if you look at hangman's noose, they've got knots here. So just do little bits like that. And it looks like knots. Okay. Put that into cure. And then we top coat it. You could have a bit of glitter to that if you wanted, but not everybody likes glitter. So the next one I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you this one. And I'm going to show you how to do these two. Okay? Oh. I've got Halloween nails popping out my ear rolls. Okay, so a white one. So, I'm going to use a water decal. I don't know where I got these from, but loads of people sell them. So, let's cut one off. Okay. I've got my egg cup. I always use egg cups for some reason for water, so I'll put it in there. Right, so while that's soaking, I'll get my pink gel and my black. So again, we're going to be doing the sponging, okay, because it gives a good effect. So let's put black down the bottom. Across the top. Then I think the art to doing nail art is just be willing to try anything. Just try it.
Did you want me to paint it top front on it?
No.
Okay.
Right, so get back my sponge and down we go. And up.
Which one are you doing?
Okay. Let's cure that. And I'll top coat this matte.
Ruby put, I might have to have a go at some of these tomorrow. You've inspired me.
Oh, good. That's the whole point of me doing these lives, is to help anybody out that maybe might not even think about trying. You know, I'm by far the best nail artist, you know, with nail art, but I can just show you what I know or I've been willing to give a go at. And that's all it's about, really.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so next I'm going to be using the Alexa paint still, but it's a neon pink. I love these paints. They're really pigmented. Okay, so we do it up there. And up here. And use my dotter. So you want it to blend in with the black. See? Like that. And even if it looks dodgy when you've painted it, sometimes, well, most of the time, once you put the top coat on, it actually brings it all together. So don't just look at it and think, oh, it looks crap, and throw it away. Try and
it's like when I do makeup. It always looks better once you put false lashes on.
yeah, you know, put the top coat on and see how it comes out. You'll be amazed. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to be using a foil. These are Halloween foils, and I bought them from Sandy Lupino, something like that. SW. Okay, so let me get one out. Maybe I could use a different one, couldn't I? Rather than the other one that I used. Let's use a bit of that one, shall we? Don't know if I like that one.
What?
No, I'm not keen on that one. Hang on a minute. This is where I get fussy.
What are those ones?
Okay.
Dad's singing in the background.
Yeah, sorry about that. Cut a bit off. How wide's the nail? Helps if you can cut straight, not like me. Okay. So to get these to work, I bought it's like the foil glue gel stuff. I'm not very good with the names. There is no name on it. It's for foils. So, and it's uber sticky. Okay, so we cover our nail with that. Okay, make sure you cover all the edges. I know, my phone is driving me mad. And I cure that for 60 seconds. Okay.
That was really good. It's like a tie-dye effect.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that one finished. I've chosen matte, but you could use shiny if you wanted. There's that one, Daisy. Right, so let's go back to this one. And I use like tweezers to get it out. Okay. So I slide it off. And if you're putting it on top of polish, the polish is slightly sticky, so it helps it stick. And pat that down. Okay, then I put it in the lamp for just a few seconds. For some reason, it helps it stick better. Just something I found out. Okay, I'm going to be using shiny top coat. You could add more to it. You could add swirls if you wanted, anything. But I just thought the mismatch with the pink and black just makes it look more funky, gothic-y. Okay, let me see if this is ready. Yeah, so then what you do, you get your foil and you put it over the nail. Preferably without creases in it, but and then just rub it. And then peel it off. Well, that didn't quite come out, but you got the general gist. And again, it looks quite complicated, but actually really simple.
Not all came out pretty good.
It did. This one hasn't done too bad. I find if you're using sort of like dark nudes or greys with these, they look better than the, I don't like white, and some of it doesn't show on white and some of it doesn't show on black. So if you go for purple would work, I suppose.
I like purple.
So maybe use those sort of colours behind them so it shows the foils off better. What else did I say I was going to do? Oh, this one. Right, so, okay, I've got some more decals. I'm sure they've come from Angie Bond, but, you know, could be wrong.
Could get those on Amazon.
So, I need a white tip. So what I do with these is, again, I use that foil glue gel, whatever you want to call it. And paint it on. I'm going to show you a really neat trick with this gel too. Okay, let's cure that for 60 seconds. These are both done. So, some of it looks complicated, but it is super easy. Okay, so I'm just going to cut my decal out. Just in case any of you have got decals, you know, I just thought. Okay, I thought I'd show you a quick with them. Just put that in the water for a second. Sorry, Daisy.
Sorry.
Are you bored yet? Do you need me to give up?
So many designs.
What about these two? I could do these two next, and then I can call it a night. Yeah, shall I do those two? Oh. I'm still working on my skull ones because I've signed up to do the Rachel Hanks, is it Rachel Hanks course?
Yeah.
For skulls. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. And to be fair, I wouldn't be able to show you because she's selling it as a course, and it wouldn't be fair. Okay. I've got my decal. I always blot it.
Still got 11 people watching.
Put it on. Okay. So then what I do, I'm going to put some roses around it. So you can use your gel polish. It's not a problem. I'm using my gel paints, and you know the blooming gel. Well, this sticky gel does the same thing. I've discovered it by accident. So, which is really cool. Am I in shot, Daisy?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you go over the edge of the decal, because you're supposed to. And I do them all the way round. This is just sort of like basic nail art, because, you know, as much as all the fancy stuff is really gorgeous, It's not very practical sometimes for salons. So sometimes you need quick, easy, effective. And don't forget, when you're doing things like this, do half a rose here and there. What did he say?
Pokies.
Oh my God. My husband's talking about bogies.
Charming.
See what I've got to live with. And try and not do them in uniform. So they're not sort of all full, you know, try and make it look a bit more random. I just think it helps with the effect. I've chosen red because obviously blood really, isn't it, for Halloween. And the more random it looks, the better. This is where my shakes come in handy because I get nice wobbly lines for the roses. Okay, can you see that? I'm just going to flash cure that for a second, and then I'm going to go back to my silver paint, which I put away. Hang on, there it is. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some sort of like semicircle swirls in and amongst the roses, just to add another dimension really. I just thought it looked good. So you're sort of like doing half a swirl, if that makes sense, but don't do the same half all the time, if that also makes sense. Just put a bit there. Okay, put that in the lamp and fully cure it. Am I boring anyone yet?
Loads of people have left now. Loads of people have left now.
Yeah. I'll just do these two and then I'll call it quits. So I want a black one. Do that one first. Okay, so it's like the scream mask. So you want to...
Paula but not bored.
It is interesting.
Okay, so there's my outline. I'm just going to get my other brush to paint it in because it's quicker. can always watch it back if you all get a bit bored. There's pink in my brush. Okay, so you're sort of like doing, there's the cheek, in and the chin, yeah? Okay, let's cure that. Bring the other one out and I'm going to top coat it. I'm using a Jules top coat, shiny top coat. Okay.
More people watching that.
Huh?
More people watching that.
Yeah, people come in and out. Yeah, so I'm using a Jules top coat. But, you know, use whatever top coat you've got. What do people think of this? My new Pennyworth. It's Pennywise, sorry. It's my very first attempt.
It's pretty good for a first attempt.
I think I could do a bit better, so I'll have another practice. Okay, just give it another quick paint. Okay, let's cure that. Long one tonight. Obviously, you can watch it back anytime.
So many more to do as well, isn't there?
I can't do them all tonight. I'm just showing you a few. I've done quite a few tonight, so that'll get people going. I thought I wanted to show you different mediums, you know. So you know, I like using chromes and gel paints or cat's eye gel polish. You know, these are things people tend to have, you know. So it's just using what you've got, really. So that's why I wanted to try, you know, I've had some decals, so I thought I'd shove in a couple with decals, doing them differently.
Paula put really good.
Okay, there's that one finished.
That's good.
Okay, and now we're going to do the eyes. So they're sort of long oval eyes. Just a little bit too pointy. Okay, so we've got one there, but we'll have a bit of the other one showing. See me and my wobbling. Terrible. Okay. Let's flash cure that for a minute. That's the trouble with these sorts of things. It's all bitty, flash curing, and quite hard to show without it becoming boring. Okay. So the nose is like, there's a dot. Like that. Can you see? It's like, so it will look like an upside down heart, really. And again, the mouth is a long oval. like that. You see? Let's cure that one. On the first one I didn't cure it completely, and then when I put my top coat, it dragged it a bit, and it gave off that effect. But you don't have to do that. That's not something that has to be done. Okay, next one. This one. Let's get me white tip. Okay, so again using my black, as I say, use your gel polishes and stuff. Let me just cut. Oh no, I could leave it pointy, that's okay. Okay, so these are, the eyes are sort of, and I'm going to work on the slant again, are sort of teardroppy.
Yeah, like semicolon.
Huh?
No, I don't know. Looks like a comma.
Sort of. You can change these up as much as you want. You know, there's no hard and fast rule. But you, I've done that wrong.
Have you?
Yeah, look, I've done it the wrong way. Let me take it off and start again. Baby wipes, amazing. Start again. Okay, let's turn that up. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Better. So the nose, upside down heart. Okay, I'm just going to flash cure that because I've got a bit of bodging. Right, let's put my matte top coat on. See where I'm just dragging it a little bit, and it gives that soft edge look. I quite like that look. I just think it adds more to it. Okay. So we do the cheeks, cheek bits. Again, they're sort of like a boomerang stroke heart. And we do the other side. Okay, I'm just going to flash cure. Okay. Then doing a bit of a mouth. A semicircle with a line through the middle and teeth. And then we want to do this. There we go. Okay, turn it upside down. Obviously you can't do that to a customer's finger, but and I'm just going to do some more roses. Just little ones, you don't want to make them too complicated. Because I'm going to create like a netting type thing. You could always do the netting first and then the roses second, but I do it this way. Not sure why, but that's the way I do it. Okay, so then I'm going to get my striping brush. So you want it on the brush, but very thinly, look. And holding the brush upright, we create lines. Like that. And then we go the other way. So it's a little abstract, this sort of art, but it looks cool. Flash cure that. Okay, there's that one finished.
Just one shot.
There you go, that's that one finished. Nearly finished this one and then you can all go. Sorry. I didn't know, I was playing away and then I didn't really know what ones for you to do, so I just... Okay, I've got my silver back out and I'm just going to put the odd silver fine bit through it because it just adds more. So we're sort of doing it just very small amounts. Okay, just going to use this brush and I'm just going to put a bit in the roses, just a little, again very tiny amounts. Okay, and then with my dotting tool just put a few dots in here and there to create the netting. Okay, and there. Cure that. And that's about it for tonight. Anybody spoken?
Not really.
No? Okay. So yeah, so that's about it really. I'm just going to cure that and top coat it. I'll take a picture of the ones that I've done tonight, so you can all have a look. Just waiting for that to cure and then put my top coat on. My nail room looks like a right old mess. I really need to tidy up. So, how many of you work from home? How many of you work in a salon? Anybody?
I work in a salon.
I work from home in a converted garage, which works quite well.
People are saying thank you for the inspiration.
Oh, you're welcome. This one looks a bit squished. It's because I've done it on a thinner nail tip. Okay.
Claire put enjoyed watching Mel.
Okay. Well, I can only try my best.
Paula put she works from home.
I think it's pretty cool working from home.
A lot of people have told me at salons they like going to people from at home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Debbie Reed put home.
I've seen your home, Debbie, and your magical nail shed. It is jam-packed full of stuff.
Claire, I'm trying to work from home when I get clients.
Right, don't forget about the Halloween competition. Try and enter. Have a bit of fun. It's always good to see other people's work and their interpretation of different things, because we all look at the same picture but interpret it slightly different. So it's always good to see people's interpretation. Okay, that's it. It's a bit squished looking, that one. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I'll see you next week, unless I can manage to get on again. So, okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Night.